Hey there, future Aussie adventurers. So, you're considering leaping to the land down under. Well, hold on to your kangaroo hats because I've got some juicy tidbits of info that might make you reconsider. In this video, we're diving deep into the not-so-sunny side of Australia, where the laughs might turn into gasps. Step into the wild wonderland of Australia, where danger and beauty intertwine in a dance of survival. This land down under boasts a reputation for harboring an array of extraordinary and sometimes treacherous creatures. Venomous snakes, spiders with potent bites, and formidable marine predators lurk along its shores, making this place a true haven for adrenaline seekers. Australia may seem like a paradise on the surface, but beneath that sunny facade lies a dark side that not everyone talks about. Get ready for the top 10 reasons why you might want to think twice before moving there and becoming an honorary Aussie. Number 1. High cost of living. Now, Australia is known for its top-notch standard of living, but let me tell you, that comes with a hefty price tag that'll have you reconsidering your budget faster than you can say, "G'day, mate." Get this, everything from housing to groceries is more expensive than a koala sporting a designer bow tie, according to some fancy pants reports from Numbeo. The cost of living in Australia is a whopping 9% higher than in the United States and a staggering 16% higher than in the United Kingdom. That's enough to make you choke on your Vegemite sandwich. Now, for all you newcomers out there, brace yourself for the shock of your life when you step foot in this country. The local economy might seem like it's playing a practical joke on your bank account, leaving you scrambling to make ends meet. You might find yourself contemplating some questionable life choices, like working longer hours or juggling multiple jobs just to afford the basic necessities. And let's not forget the impact on your quality of life. Saving money? That's as rare as finding a kangaroo tap dancing on a beach. Investing in your future? Well, you better have a secret stash of gold nuggets hidden somewhere because the high cost of living will have you second-guessing your retirement plans. Number 2. Extreme weather. Get ready for a wild weather ride in Australia. From scorching heat waves to devastating bushfires, floods, and tropical cyclones, Mother Nature loves to put on a show. Climate change has joined the party, bringing rising temperatures, prolonged droughts, and extreme weather events. It's like living in an action movie, with heat waves that turn you into a walking puddle and bushfires that light up the skies. Floods and cyclones can turn your neighborhood into a surprise water park. But it's not just humans feeling the heat. Local wildlife is struggling too, with ecosystems disrupted and species on the brink. Welcome to Australia, where weather extremes are the new normal. Hold on tight, pack your sunscreen, and get ready for a wild weather adventure like no other in the land down under. Number 3. Isolation. Picture this, you're ready to explore the wonders of this vast brown land, but hold on tight because the distance between cities and towns can make you feel like you're on a never-ending road trip. It's like a real-life game of Are We There Yet?, with the added bonus of draining your bank account faster than a kangaroo hops. For newcomers, the isolation can be a real eye-opener. Building connections and finding mates might take a bit longer than expected. And let's not forget the homesickness that can creep in like a stealthy kangaroo at night. Being far from family and friends can make you feel crazy for the comforts of home, faster than you can say Vegemite sandwich. But fear not, fellow wanderers. With time and a dash of Aussie charm, you'll soon be sipping a cold one with newfound friends, and that homesickness will be as distant as Uluru on the horizon. Number 4. Dangerous wildlife. Picture this, crocodiles casually strolling through rivers in the tropics, like they own the place. And don't even get me started on the spiders. Some are so massive they could audition for horror movies, while the smaller ones are plain nasty and love to sneak into your humble abode. Let's not forget the slithery surprise that awaits you on hiking tracks, the venomous snakes. Talk about a heart-pumping adventure. Oh, and here's a pro tip for you. If you stumble upon the Gimpy plant in the rainforest, whatever you do not touch it. Legend has it that this innocent-looking plant can inflict excruciating pain that'll have you regret every life choice you've ever made. As you dip your toes into the coastal waters, you might have some company in the form of big toothy sharks. Yep, they're just enjoying a leisurely swim, nothing to worry about. And if you're up in North Queensland, be cautious of the deadly jellyfish that adore the warm water. They may look soft and squishy, but trust me, you don't want to mess with them. Now, let's talk about the bull ants. These gigantic ants have mastered the art of jumping and biting, leaving many hikers in tears. So, watch your step and don't provoke these little daredevils. If you enjoy our videos, join us on our journey worldwide by subscribing to our channel. Please click the bell icon to get notified when we publish a new video. Number 5. cultural differences. Australia's cultural ride. Down Under is a melting pot of diversity but can challenge newcomers to fit in. First up, the Aussie sense of humor. It's like a wild kangaroo on a comedy rampage. Their jokes and quirky way of speaking can leave you scratching your head or accidentally offending someone. It's a linguistic labyrinth that even Crocodile Dundee would find puzzling. When it comes to Australian cuisine, there are some unique flavors and dishes that may surprise and intrigue you. Take Vegemite, for example. It's a spread made from yeast extract that Australians love slathering on toast. However, its strong and salty taste can be an acquired taste for those who are not familiar with it. You might question your taste buds when you try it for the first time. And let's not forget about the iconic meat pies. These handheld pastries filled with minced meat and gravy are a staple in Australian food culture. But their combination of flavors and textures might leave you scratching your head. It's a culinary quirk that you might find yourself either loving or finding a bit puzzling. Australia's food scene is known for its unique charm and exciting combinations. From the classic fish and chips to the beloved pavlova dessert, a variety of dishes showcase the country's culinary creativity. So when exploring Australian cuisine, embrace the adventure, be open to trying new flavors, and let the quirks of the Aussie food culture surprise and delight you. But customs and social norms. Buckle up for a wild ride. Australia dances to its didgeridoo beat. From barbecues to footy matches, there's a whole new set of rules to learn. It's like stepping into an alternative universe where throwing a shrimp on the barbie is an actual thing. Now let's get real. Australia grapples with racism and discrimination, which can cast a dark cloud over the cultural rainbow. It's a challenge for those unaccustomed to being in a minority or facing discrimination elsewhere. So, as you navigate this cultural kaleidoscope, embrace the humor, keep an open mind, and stand against discrimination. Australia's diversity makes it vibrant and colorful, even if you occasionally scratch your head, laugh, and wonder, what did they just say? Welcome to the land of cultural chaos and camaraderie. Number 6. Poor work-life balance. The Aussie workaholic lifestyle, work-life balance seems as elusive as a drop bear in the outback. Aussies work hard and play hard, but sometimes it's all work and no play. The high-pressure work culture can leave newcomers feeling like they've been thrown into a didgeridoo symphony without knowing the notes. Taking time off can be as rare as finding a golden nugget. Burnout and health problems sneak up on you faster than you can say Barbie on the beach. Building connections outside of work can feel like tracking down a mythical bunyip. The work culture is as fierce as a boxing kangaroo with constant pressure to prove yourself. It's time to take a breather, embrace the laid-back Aussie spirit, and find that sweet spot between work and play. Cheers to a better work-life balance, mates. Number 7. Becoming a permanent resident. Get ready for the roller coaster ride of immigration in Australia. Becoming a permanent resident is like embarking on an epic quest filled with challenges and waiting games. Tight regulations and high-demand skill requirements mean you might have to hang tight for years before achieving that coveted, stable visa status. Even if you've called Australia home for ages and paid your fair share of taxes, it can feel like a punch in the gut when you're not treated as an equal to those with permanent resident status. The pandemic lockdown made this painfully clear, with borders closing and non-permanent residents left stranded, unable to return to their Aussie abodes or access the support offered to jobless residents. And let's talk about property dreams. If you're not a permanent resident or citizen, brace yourself for a hefty price tag. It's like they sprinkle extra zeros on the real estate listings just for kicks. But here's the silver lining. Once you've secured that precious permanent residency, the path to citizenship becomes surprisingly smoother. Number 8. Limited job opportunities and taxes. The Australian job market is a wild and unpredictable beast. While there are definitely opportunities out there, they can sometimes feel as rare as spotting a unicorn. Competition is the game's name, with job seekers flocking like seagulls to a hot chip. It's like a real-life Hunger Games, where everyone's fighting tooth and nail for the same positions. So brace yourself for some tough competition, especially if you're new to the country without a well-connected network. The job market can be a picky eater, demanding specific qualifications and certifications, like a finicky food critic. Your fancy degree from back home might not hold the same weight down under, which can put a dent in your job prospects. When you touch down in Australia, it's time to tackle the tax man. You'll need to get your hands on a tax file number, TFN, to hand over to your employer. And here's the kicker. The salary that lands in your bank account has already been munched on by those sneaky taxes. Number 9. Housing shortages. Australia is in the midst of a housing frenzy, and it's crazier than a kangaroo on a trampoline. Major cities like Sydney and Melbourne are feeling the squeeze, with house prices skyrocketing faster than a boomerang. Finding affordable housing feels like hunting for a needle in a haystack. The housing shortage has left people in a pickle. They're crammed into overcrowded spaces, living like sardines in a can, and talking about affordability, saving money, or investing for the future. It's as challenging as teaching a kangaroo to do ballet. The lack of affordable housing has everyone doing the money-saving dance, but it's harder than mastering the didgeridoo. Number 10. Expensive healthcare. Regarding healthcare in Australia, it's essential to know that it is not provided for free. While private medical coverage and Medicare offer some coverage, Australians and permanent residents still face significant out-of-pocket costs to access certain health services. This can be an even greater challenge for non-permanent residents and visitors who may not have access to the same level of support. Moreover, while Australia has a solid healthcare system, it may not boast the same breadth of specialized expertise as some European countries or the US. For everyday medical issues, you'll likely receive quality care. However, suppose you require a complex or rare surgery. In that case, it can be frustrating if the local specialists are not trained in the latest techniques or have limited experience in your specific condition. That wraps up our list today. If you enjoyed today's video, let us know by tapping the like button before you go. And if you're hungry for more content like this, be sure you're subscribed to the channel. Please ring the bell so you're always the first to know when we drop a new video. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.